Lately, I've been self-reflecting and having some inner intervention, and I've been thinking, maybe I'm a masochist. Nah, ain't nobody ever pegging me. But if I'm not a masochist, then why did I enjoy this shit? 2015 was a great ass year for anime. I'm talking about banger after banger after banger. One Punch Man, Assassination Classroom, Death Parade, Shogeki no Soma, the second seasons for Haikyuu, Noragami, JoJo Part 3, Unlimited Blade Works, Tokyo Ghoul. Wait, I might be tripping with that last one. But aside from all of these great anime released during this year, has anyone ever heard of some shit called Concrete Revolutio? Anyone? Yeah, it's Tuesday, bro. You gotta go off a garbage day or something. Concrete Revolutio is a damn dumpster fire, but man does this shit bang. It's the 41st year of the Shinkai era and shit is different. There's mechs, cyborgs, megazords, a ninja police force, aliens, demons, monsters, all going around like it's nothing. But never mind all that. What the dog doing? Turn into a human. In Concrete Revolutio, superhumans are nothing out of the ordinary, and some even take it upon themselves to protect regular citizens. But who's there when superhumans are the ones who need protecting? This is where the Superhuman Bureau comes in. The Superhuman Bureau, including our protagonist Jiro, work protecting and managing superhumans, and if it comes down to it, disposing of them. If you can't already tell, Concrete Revolutio is wild. It's jam-packed with concepts and references from old-ass anime all the way up from the 60s. But despite being a concoction of popular anime ideas and concepts, Concrete Revolutio actually works. Kinda. Every episode there's some bizarre weird shit going on. In the show with superhumans, you would expect to see Indiana Jones playing Temple Run with King Kong, but seeing something so out of place is definitely gonna catch your attention. So while these blends of concepts and ideas can definitely feel jarring, it gives Concrete Revolutio this fun vibe that despite its numerous shortcomings, makes it entertaining to watch. Along with all the weirdness you see with giant robots and monkeys fighting on your screen, the visuals are also going to stick out for you. The anime is filled with vibrant colors and uses pop art backgrounds that are distinct and eye-catching. When it comes to the animation, it can range from a "what the fuck is that?" to a "god damn, why the hell is he beating that boy's ass like that?" This anime features some of the hypest scenes I've ever had the pleasure of watching. One minute you're chilling and watching the anime, and then an OG animator comes in and tells the little homies, "Nah, this right here, I got this." And now you're seeing flashing lights and smooth ass animation on your screen. I never expected to see a big buff dude snatching a phone from a little girl to look so fluid, but fuck it, this is where we at. I mean, just look at this shit. Now, music in anime is something I don't really care too much about. At first I was on the fence about Concrete Revolutio's music until I played the anime soundtrack and it had me party twerking 1 AM in the morning. The soundtrack got some bangers. The openings and endings are all bops, and the soundtrack itself is varied with some jazz, rock, dubstep, and I don't know what genre this is right here, but it got me grooving. So now that we discussed the good and the just aight of Concrete Revolutio, let's get down and dirty and talk about what had people shitting on this show when it came out in 2015. When it comes to the story of Concrete Revolutio, there isn't one. Nah, I'm just messing with you. I'm just trying to sound like a big old YouTuber and stuff, you know? I gotta keep that engagement going somehow. But how does an anime with a snazzy main character that drives a Ferrari mecha who can shoot dragon flames from his arm manage to mess it all up? By adding too much shit to it. Concrete Revolutio tries to take on themes such as discrimination, politics, political unrest, conspiracies, corruption, war, freedom, and a whole bunch of others that I ain't got the time to list. The anime even briefly touches on the struggles of being in a lesbian relationship in a show about superhumans. But of all the themes in this show, the one you hear about time after time is justice. I swear every single episode you're hearing someone mention justice in the weirdest way. The lyrics in the anime's openings and endings all mention justice. This motherfucker Jiro could stub his toe on a fucking coffee table and would start rambling about how the table executed improper justice on him. I done heard the word justice so many times while watching this anime, I felt like I was doing jury duty in the Supreme Court of Japan.
Your Honor, this motherfucker is a guilty!
But in all honesty, the problem with Concrete Revolutio's story isn't that it has too much to say, but rather how it goes about it. The anime runs episodically with certain points of each episode being picked up for the overall plot. While there's nothing wrong with the anime being episodic, you mix this up with how much Concrete Revolutio tries to say, and you get in a bad combination. Instead of being able to focus and drive home a lot of its themes, it has to also juggle unwrapping and resolving self-contained stories and handling new characters. This is a lot to do in one episode, and as a result both the themes and characters suffer. Characters get little to no development, and side characters never end up feeling like anything more than just that. The episodes themselves are pretty alright, with some good ones sprinkled here and there, but at the end of the day, I feel like the anime could have worked better if it had a more structured way of telling its story. Instead of having some of the just alright storylines, we could have had episodes more effectively build up to the story's resolution. Why am I watching the skiing Olympics and a show about superhumans and aliens? Does this shit really matter? Some episodes have so much going on with them that the pacing gets caught in the crossfire. A couple episodes I was bobbing, and then out of nowhere, when I thought it was just getting good, I got blue balls and told, thank you, come again. But the worst parts of Concrete Revolutio are the times when you're bobbing to the story and then the dreaded moment comes. A bell in the back and a faded screen with white text talking about some Shinka era. This is the anime letting you know that there's been a time skip, and these time skips happen damn near every episode at the weirdest times imaginable. I saw one episode they had a time skip within a time skip. You're chilling and focusing on the story, and out of nowhere the anime slaps you across your head and tells you, hey, look over there, bozo. And before you can even process what you just saw, the anime puts you in a time machine to see some shit you can barely even understand. I get to stuttering when motherfuckers ask me to list all 9 planets in the correct order.
Come on. Yeah.
I don't got the brain capacity to pull what happened 4 years ago with 2 and 2. My brain is too smooth to try to compute and comprehend this shit. Yeah, hello? The fuck you mean is it? The confusing ass time skips make an already hard to follow story even harder to understand. But even with all of Concrete Revolutio's shortcomings, I still had a blast watching it. While seeing all the references from old anime and different genres may feel weird to watch at first, as an anime fan I can appreciate the staff even attempting to mix these genres in one single show. But you really begin to notice the passion this staff put into this anime when you see how packed it is with Japanese and world history, with it specifically referencing events from Japan's Showa era. After learning this, seeing a giant monkey get hit by an exploding train hits different when you realize it's based on an actual Japanese freak accident. Damn, history is scary. So after going through both fan-made and official timelines for this anime, it's kinda wild how the crazy stuff in this anime is based on actual events, and learning that makes me appreciate what it does all the more. So could Concrete Revolutio have been a lot better? For sure. But I'ma add to that answer by asking this. Do you really think the staff of this anime gave a fuck? After finishing this anime, I sat and realized that there's a great story with lore and depth buried under all the mess. The anime could have easily made itself more accessible and easier to follow, but I guess having a chronological, digestible story was just too basic for these guys. But all in all, despite Concrete Revolutio making me do the side duck head grab, it was still pretty fun. If you're a history buff, I would definitely suggest that you watch this anime, or if you're just interested, I say just keep a pen and pad on standby to keep track of the madness. But that's all for this video. Join the Discord link down below, like, comment, subscribe, and ayy!